Welcome to 2K Sports presentation of the NBA. But the bad news is there is no basketball. There is no NBA. The game has been canceled. Ha ha! Happy April Fool's Day, baby. This is the NBA, and we've got a great one in store. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. It's Western Conference NBA action. The Memphis Grizzlies here at home. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Houston this season. A season ago, Clark, they won the matchup, winning 3 and losing just 1.
And they won the season series against this club last year, but, then again, so did a lot of other teams.
We got to be honest here, which is really the only way I roll. Neither of these teams are world beaters. But you've got to start somewhere. A win tonight would be a step in the right direction.
And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. It's an odd stat, but what I'm going to throw out there anyway, the Memphis Grizzlies set an NBA record last season for players used in a season.
Kevin, this isn't football, right? They had 33 different guys suited up last season. That tells you how difficult it was. Constant change, hard to build chemistry, and let's face it, hard to win games.
Here's Thompson. The Grizzlies taking the shot. And Thompson throws it down.
He's got rocket ship-like takeoff. Thompson can flat out fly.
Pass to Edey. Rockets with the rebound. Now Thompson. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game.
Height and good floor vision make Thompson an effective playmaker.
Here's Edey. Outside for Jackson. Another shot. Thompson with the rebound.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can.
Oh, my goodness.
Man. Rocketing off the deck. Thompson showing that youthful exuberance.
Stolen by Duncan. Pass to Thompson. And it's Thompson with the jam.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Here's Jerome. To the middle. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Here's Edey. No good again that time.
He's lost it in this quarter, no doubt about it. Nothing seems to be going for him.
Out to Duncan. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. The Grizzlies trailed by 9. Inside. Pass to Jerome. Here's Edey. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Tim Duncan grabs the miss.
Yeah, that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
Pass to Eason. Brooks outside. And here's Duncan. To the paint. Here's Eason. And the dunk by Eason.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
And it's Taylor Jenkins calling timeout here. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team.
Give yourself a round of applause. Substitution for your Grizzlies.
The Grizzlies trailed by 11. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Outside for Jackson. Good. And the nice assist from Morant.
As a passer, Morant has developed great instincts, and he's going to exploit those gaps in the D.
Thompson outside. Brooks outside. Back to Thompson. to the inside. Stolen by Jackson. Pass to Stojakovic. Jackson looking it over. Jackson with the screen. And here's Kennard. Brooks covering. It's stolen by Eason. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Off target from three-point range. Grizzlies with the rebound.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Here's Kennard. Outside for Jackson. Good if it goes. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's Houston in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And looking at what we've seen from Houston, what do you guys think?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively. They put it all out there in that opening quarter.
And it's Morant missing. Hey, Greg, where do you think the Rockets are the strongest in their play?
I'd say on the glass. They generally do a good job crashing the boards and going for loose balls. They really value every possession.
There's Morant following the basket by Fred VanVleet. Pass to Stojakovic. Oh, good with the triple. Houston leading by 10. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Stolen by Jackson.
Well, despite that possession, something that I've liked is they've been under control while getting out in this league. They've kept those turnovers down. That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense. Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Pass to Whitmore. Now Green, guarded by Bain. VanVleet outside. 5 to shoot. Here's Whitmore. Here's Bassey. Knocks down the 3-ball. Bassey's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
What are you going to do defensively? Such separation with the height advantage in that matchup.
Kennard's shot is off.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Alperen Şengün is a weapon on the block. Coach Ime Udoka said there are not a ton of true low-post threats in the NBA nowadays. Joel Embiid, Jokic, I don't know how many others there are anymore. Alpe's had success against pretty much everybody that's guarded him. Kevin, his footwork is indeed high level.
DA totally agree. Great footwork. Moves on moves, I've always said. Good on the triple. Morant's got 5 now. And Greg, you think about what they call float games. Why does that one shot earn a nickname like that?
I mean, it's a badge of respect, right? The floaters, teardrops, whatever you call them, runners, often the finishing touch to an already well-developed offensive arsenal.
Kept alive. Şengün with a wide-open look. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Şengün's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's Morant. Pass to Kennard. Back to Stojakovic. To the right side. Memphis moving it around. Lets it go with a 3. Kennard's shot is off.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And the call will be against Luke Kennard. That's foul number 2 for him. We've got a timeout called by Taylor Jenkins. He wants to check in with his team and regroup.
Let's get loud once again for your Griz team.
Thompson outside. Pass to Eason. Now here's Duncan. And Thompson puts up a deep 3, and that comes off the assist by Duncan. Thompson's got the lead up to 12 now for Houston. And Clark watching Amen Thompson. He is just a different kind of athlete.
He sure is, boy. Special as an athlete. And we've got some of the greatest athletes in the world across the NBA. He's smooth, he's explosive, he's fluid, well coordinated. Seems like he just kind of floats in the air. It's special to watch him do his thing.
And here's Thompson after the three-pointer from Desmond Bain. Smith wide open, he fires. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Outside Jackson. On the 3 off target. And here's Brooks. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Out to the right wing. Eason gets a wide open look. It's good from long range. Eason's got 5. Now it appears an injury out on the floor, and that does not look like any fun.
And boy, when you see someone hurting like this, it's always scary.
You're exactly right. I mean, with the way it looks, what we have to hope for now is that somehow it's not a long-term issue.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Scooped up. Pass to Smith. Kicks it out to Van Vliet. Duncan gets a wide open look. No good on the 3. And here's Morant. He has 5. Shots good by Stojakovic.
He does not lack for confidence. And he shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
Morant with the steal. And so it's the Houston Rockets ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. We come back right after this. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Let's get an update on Amen Thompson. What's the status, David?
Hey, Kevin, I spoke with the head athletic trainer for the Rockets, and the news is not good. Right now, it looks like a broken ankle with additional damage to the surrounding connective tissue. Unfortunately, they've ruled him out for tonight and likely for the foreseeable future. Kevin?
David, thanks for the great update, guys. It doesn't sound good.
No, if that report is accurate, he's going to be spending a lot of time in rehab and on the sideline.
And in the training room, guys. I mean, that is not going to be an easy injury to bounce back from.
Just as quick as anyone in this league, Morant can seemingly get to the hole at will.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Now, here's Bain. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Morant. The layup missed. Rockets leading by 10. Green inside the three-point line. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Really good body control by Green. He's able to adjust off the contact and do so at a really high level.
And so it's Memphis with it. Morant with it. 7 points in the game. Pass to Bain. Duncan with the block. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession.
Substitution on the court.
Third quarter of play. We're just over a minute and a half gone by.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
And here's Smith for the 3. Edey with the rebound. Jerome. Banked in off the glass. Jerome's got it back down to within single digits for Memphis.
One of the reasons they're behind is because we haven't seen enough of that. He needs to become a bigger part of the offense.
Eason, the screen. The drive by Smith. And then Smith with the dunk.
And I like this play by Smith, leaping up off the drive to hand deliver it to the basket.
Jackson with the screen. Pass to Edey. Now here's Bain. Here's Edey. As you can see from his numbers, he's been a key component in their offense. He's averaging almost 18 points a game.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Brooks on the double team. Pass to Bain. Here's Edey. A kick out to Bain. Here's Jerome. Edey. And he drops it in from the low post. Edey's got 8 points.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Back to Green. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. Green's got 5 points now this quarter.
Green finds ways to get it done inside. Really intelligent as a scorer.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Here's Edey. Uses the glass to finish the layup. 10 points for him.
And now they're shooting it pretty well. That was not something we would have said in that first half.
And Clark, the Rockets just run of a hand. Full of franchises to win back-to-back NBA titles.
Can you believe that, Kevin? It was roughly 30 years ago that the Rockets did that, led by Hakeem Olajuwon, perhaps the best player in the league at that time. Of course, this was while Michael Jordan was retired from the NBA the first time.
Now, here's Şengün. Shot clock at 3. Van Vliet way outside. Can't drop the tough three-pointer.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-ups.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
And he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
Right wing. .26 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Pass to Whitmore. No good from outside. The Grizzlies trail by 6. Here's Jerome. And he uses the glass on the layup. Jerome's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Now Şengün. Another miss by Houston. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Rockets ahead, up by 4. Live from the FedEx. We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Ime Udoka as he talked with the team. Now he wants his team to stop playing it safe. He said, we've got this lead by doing what we do, and we can keep it if we don't get too cautious. Play our game. Kevin?
Okay, David, thanks. Pass to Kennard. Nailed from three-point land. Kennard got his first 3 points of the game.
Boy, they're having a good half so far offensively, shooting over 50% from the field now, trying to close the gap.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And this is where Jackson feasts. And at times, he's just too overwhelming for the D, which results in the foul.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Rockets?
Well, you know, throughout this game, they've shot the ball extremely well from downtown. Their shooters are getting open and letting it fly.
And you can't ignore their passing. All game long, they've done a great job of just delivering the ball in rhythm right where it needs to be.
Back to Duncan. Just 5 on the clock. Nice shot by Smith.
They've been going to him an awful lot this game, and you can see why. He's pouring it on.
It's Morant with the drive. Memphis moving that ball around. Here's Edey. Takes it off the glass. Edey's got 13 points in the second half.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Here's Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
And leave it up to Morant to put on a show. What a spectacular dunk.
Smith outside. A three. Eason. Pass to Duncan. They kick it out to Green. And he drives in. It's tipped. And they're able to recover. Jacks up a three. Edey with the rebound. The Grizzlies trailed by 3. Outside for Jackson. Morant outside. Pass to Stojakovic. Here's Edey, covered by Duncan. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Jackson gets the bucket.
Oh, quick thinking from Jackson. When he's rising and firing fast, you know he's in the zone.
Green draws the double. On the wing, Brooks. Here's Duncan. Over in the corner, Green. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And the technical free throw is good.
And really just a great rhythm at the line. Whether it's a big lead in the first quarter or with the game hanging in the balance.
The Rockets again can't hit. And so Morant will bring it up for Memphis. Trailing by 2. Taking for 3. Drills it from outside.
He's so clutch. When the pressure is at its highest, that's when he's at his very best.
Smith outside. Duncan left side. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Now Green shoots over Morant. Another miss by Houston. Outside Jackson. From deep. Duncan grabs the rebound.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
The shot's good from Smith.
And this is a statement bucket. If you weren't excited about Smith already, how about now? A huge shot from Morant. Wow. You see why they put the ball in his hands in those situations.
Eason, the screen. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Rockets lead by 1.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball.
That's exactly right. No need to catch it. when you've got the kind of soft hands that he does.
Green drives in. Tipped away. Stolen by Jackson. Outside, Bain. Connects from downtown.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Duncan at the elbow. Back to Green. Out to Smith. 4 on the shot clock. Pulls up. Oh, off target. Down low. Jackson from long range. And the miss. So a close game sees Memphis take this one.